hosts, Justin O'Kella
and Jada Bryant.
Please return your application for school meals. You never know when there is a day that you may be hungry and forget lunch. Free and reduced lunch forms can be completed at any time. Even if you never eat lunch at school, there are many resources Starkweather receives or could receive based on the number of qualified applicants.
A few reminders. Get to class on time, and if you must be absent, be sure to call in. If you are often late to class, you can lose open campus privileges. No students will be allowed in the hallway in the first 15 minutes or last 15 minutes of class. No students will be allowed in the hallways for any reason without a pass. When you leave your classroom, you must have a pass no matter where you are going. If you smoke or are with smokers near the school, you must be 1,000 feet away from the school campus, or you may be ticketed. There was an incident where a smoker nearby was careless and the police have notified us. They will be vigilant about writing tickets that could be up to $500.
Well, the first day was definitely the hardest, and it wasn't that difficult except for like the writing part.
They were really long, they were boring, they were stressful.
The ACTs were hard, I guess you can say.
Definitely get a lot of sleep, because I didn't on one of the days, and I was just tired and falling asleep. And
I just think you guys should get a lot of sleep, eat a lot of food in the morning, actually eat a healthy breakfast, have a good night's sleep, and just try not to stress about that.
Study a lot, because the math portion and reading portion, you don't have much time to do it, so...
Authorities have spent the weekend investigating if the pilots of a missing Malaysia Airlines plane had a role in the disappearance, reportedly are looking at another person on board the flight, while examining the possibility that the jetliner flew low to avoid radar. A senior police officer told Reuters Monday that authorities are investigating Mad Karul Amari Salamat, a 29-year-old Malaysian flight engineer. Salamat reportedly said on a social media that he had worked for a private jet charter company. Yes, we are looking into Mad Karul as well as the other passengers and crew, said the police official who has knowledge of ongoing investigations. The focus is on anyone else who might have had aviation skills on that plane. Authorities are also examining the possibility that the plane flew at an altitude of less than 5,000 feet to avoid radar coverage after it turned back from its planned route to Beijing, the Malaysian newspaper New Straits Times reports.
Over 150,000 dead, according to the Huffington Post. Analysts are calling this the worst uprising ever. Syria, once known as a historical country with many famous tourist attractions, is now known for the deadliest uprising ever. Syria has moved out of the peaceful protest era into civil war. Major cities like Homs, Aleppo, and Douma have been destroyed. It looks similar to what Berlin looked like after World War II. Fighting continues as we speak, and rockets are rained upon these cities until someone surrenders. Many of the neighboring countries are somewhat of a safe haven to those who flee the country. There are 2,534,762 refugees registered all around the world from Syria. Countries like Lebanon, Iraq, Egypt, Jerusalem, and Turkey are some of the countries that watch over these refugees. All we can do is pray for them.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what as Aunt Joey said, this is where I grew up. I think the president would have fixed it up. I never knew we ever went without. The second floor is hard for sneaking up. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you.
That's all for this week's news. Join us again next week for the latest in shark news.
That's what you want to do.